Get it, get it, get it.
Twerk it.
She's her mama's daughter.
Yes, that's the truth.
But actually, it's Daddy who twerks.
I mean,
Daddy
let's
taught,
be real.
Daddy taught Mommy how to twerk.
Let's keep it real.
Okay, we're here at the farmer's market, downtown Orlando. Fun stuff today. So, I'm using a different camera, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, this part of the video, but we're gonna try it. We are just leaving the downtown farmer's market, and I mean, there was a lot of people there. I don't like a lot of people in my space, so I get a little anxious, but whatever, maybe that's because of my age. You know, I'm 90, remember. My husband, though, lost his cell phone, which sucks. So if you're watching this and you've been trying to get a hold of him, he doesn't have a phone. Okay, peeps. We just went to Kohl's, met up with my mother at Kohl's, my mommy, to do some Christmas shopping. What do you guys want for Christmas? Like, what is on your Christmas list? Leave it in the comments below, because I don't know. My mom asks me what I want for Christmas, and I don't really know what to say because I don't need anything. Oh. Kenny G in the house. Okay, so we have a brief story for you guys. Something to know about me is that I have written everything down for as long as I can remember. I've always had a planner, and I've written things down, like everything from what I was wearing that week, like in middle school, to what boy I talked to, because you know, you don't want to get that type of thing mixed up. So, number one, I write everything down. Number two, I remember everything. So even if I didn't write things down, I would probably still remember. Oh, then the third thing is I'm a very responsible driver. I take driving very seriously. I'm not a speeder. My record is clean. I am a responsible driver. So those are the three things. The other day, I get a ticket in the mail for running a red light.
A red light ticket.
I don't run red lights.
She doesn't run red lights.
I really don't. So I was a little upset with myself that
She called me and told me.
how could I possibly run this red light? I remember once in my life I ran a red light, and I was 5 weeks pregnant, and it was in Winter Garden. I'm sorry, and I felt horrible for it. Anyways, the point is, I don't.
Awkward sitting here. That's all. But go ahead.
So my immediate thought was this had to have been my husband driving my car, running a red light. That was my first thought.
Oh,
and then I felt guilty about it. And I'm like, oh, poor husband of mine. I don't want to just blame him. It was probably me, so let me take responsibility as an adult.
So then we talked on the phone.
And then I called him and I said, babe,
it.
I got a ticket running a red light.
And I said, you know what? And then you said, this is my first ticket running a red light. Because you ran the red light, but you didn't get a ticket for when you were pregnant.
Right.
So this would have been your first ticket. So she was very upset, and
this would have been my first ticket ever.
Yeah. Now, this would not have been my first ticket ever, so I said, well, you know what? I've had many tickets, so why don't I just take the blame for this one? Let's just say I was driving. And she said, well, no, it was Father's Day weekend, and I think I met you out that day, so I was driving. Okay, well, then you probably were, but let's still say it was me. Let's just say it was me, because then it'll make you feel better, then your record's clean, no one's gonna know, we'll say I was driving your car, blah, blah, blah. So then she looks at her.
Then I said, let me look at my life planner. Also, I love life planners. I love Erin Condren life planners specifically. If anybody's wondering, there's a link in the description bar if you want your own. That being said,
by the way, you probably know where the story's going. By the way,
so,
if you haven't figured it out.
I look at my life planner. Erin Condren, not sponsored. And I notice that we went to the farmer's market that day with my parents, which means he was driving and the ticket was his.
So in reality, well, I took the blame because I thought it was the chivalrous thing to do.
It was really your fault.
It really was my fault. I was the red light runner. $158 ticket.
$262, really.
Well, it says $158.
But they're settling for $150.
Oh well, $262 for running a red light.
Just saying.
Terrible. I don't know what I was.
He's not the best driver.
I've said that in many other videos. I'm really not.
So thanks, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Right now, have you been filming me the whole time?
Yeah.
Of course you have. That's what you do. You like them.